let's look at our section 1.5, infinite limits. This is the last section for chapter 1. Alright, a limit in which f of x increase or decrease without bound as x approaching c is called an infinite limit. So let's look at the first example here. I have limit as x approaching 2. I don't have plus or minus, mean from the left and from the right, of a function 3 over x minus 2. Now let's look at the when x approaching 2 from the left. So from the left, start from, let's say I start from 1.5, you plug it in, you get negative 6. 1.9, you plug it in, you get negative 30. 1.99, you get negative 300. Obviously, if it gets closer and closer to 2 from the left, you're going to get negative infinity. Now, limit as x approaching the same function from the right hand side. So start from 2.5, you plug it in, you have 6. 2.1 is 30. 2.01 is 300. As it gets closer and closer to 2 from the right, you're going to have plus infinity. So the limit is infinite limit. Alright, now let's look at theorem 1.14, vertical asymptote. Let f and g be continuous on an open interval containing c. Alright, it contains c, and if f of c not equal to 0, g of c can be g of c equal to 0. Now to understand this theorem, I'm just going to give you this example. I have a function here. So I'm going to rewrite this as x squared plus 1 over x plus 1 x minus 1. Alright, now think of this as f of x, and this is g of x. G of x is equal to 0 when x equal to 1 or negative 1. You see, if x equal to negative 1 or 1, your denominator will be 0. And either 1 or negative 1, if you plug it in numerator, you're not going to get 0. So if you plug in negative 1 or 1 in f of x, you're not going to get 0. That's what the theorem said. And there exists an open interval contain c. My c here is plus or minus 1, such that g of x not equal to 0 for all x not equal to c. So it's not equal to 0 anywhere but 1 and negative 1, which is my c. Then the graph of the function given by this has vertical asymptote. So the vertical asymptote for this one will be x equal to plus and minus 1. Alright, plus or minus 1. If you graph this, something like this, So my vertical asymptote is plus or minus 1. Alright, let's look at more example. I have f of x is equal to 1 over x minus 2. Now, let's say I let x approaching 2 from the right. From the right is from this side here, from the right. Alright, to figure out this, I'm just pick a random number. So from the right, I'm going to pick a number very close to 2. So I pick 2.0000001 just to see my number. Minus 2, so I get this, I divide, I get a big number. Obviously, if it gets closer and closer to 2, you're going to get positive infinity. Alright, now let's say as limit x approaching 2 from the left. From the left is coming from here. Alright, so I pick some number very close to 2 as well. 1.9999 and so on. Minus 2, so because it's 2 is bigger, you're going to have a minus here. And then when you do the division, you're going to have minus big number here, which is negative infinity. Now let's look at the next example. find the one side limit if it exists. So let me rewrite this. I'm gonna write it as limit as x approaching 0 from the left of 1 plus limit as x approaching 0 from the left of 1 over x. Alright, let's look at our graph. 0 is over here from the left. So from the left, let's go this way, from here. Alright, from the left. So the first term here, I'm just gonna get 1. The second term, I'm gonna have 1 over from the left. So from the left, it's gonna be a negative number, very small. Very small negative number. Same idea as this one, very small negative number. You're gonna have negative infinity. So you're gonna have 1 minus or plus minus infinity, which is minus infinity. Alright. Now let's look at the next example. I'm gonna rewrite this as limit as x approaching 0 from the right of 6 plus 1 over, no, I have to take limit, plus limit as x approaching 0 from the right 1 over x to the cube. So my zeros over here from the right, so you're coming from this way. Alright, so the first term I'm just gonna have 6, alright, plus 1. Now x approaching 0 from the right is this way. So very close to 0, but not 0. So it's a very small number. And it's positive. Positive, very small number. Think of this one, right? Very small number, but positive. So you're gonna have 6 plus infinity, which is infinity. Alright, we finished chapter 1. I'll see you next time.